Hey YouTube, this is RobbleNuts1 here, and I'm here to do a Legend of Korra review for Season 3. This season was way better than Season 1 and Season 2. I very much enjoyed this season. The story was great, the characters were interesting, and they had some and they took, I think the characters in a very different direction. I think a lot better than Season 1 and Season 2. I think Korra acted like a bender as the Avatar more in this series. In Season 2, Korra acted like a bit of a brat. And in Season 1, she acted like a bit of a brat. Whereas in Season 3, she acts like a mature adult. And I also think she had embraced the responsibility of being the Avatar. And being the last of the Avatar as well. And we have numerous we have that fear in her that she is the last Avatar. She doesn't have the connections of her previous selves to sort of help her out in this season. It sort of reflects back to the original Avatar, the first Avatar, which I sort of thought was interesting. A lot of the Metal Clan being introduced in this season. I liked the Metal Clan bits. They were very, very interesting, and I think sort of the idea of metal bending is very, very interesting. But we also see a lot of the ancestors of the original cast of Aang and his crew, who appear quite a lot in this series. The villains. And the villains were really, really cool. And it sort of reminded me a bit of, they sort of have that, Dark Knight Rises, they sort of have the Dark Knight, this is the Dark Knight version of, Legend of Korra. Basically, a lot of shit goes down in this series, and I think the villains, basically what the villains want to do is they want to sort of create chaos. They want to sort of give the people back their lives and not have this government controlling them. I like that aspect. I think the Dark Knight and the Dark Knight Rises is ridiculously overused now. But I think for Legend of Korra, it worked. And it did sort of give us a very interesting villains to follow. And the original villains sort of mirror the original cast in a way, which I found was interesting. I did, however, feel like the villains were quickly dispatched in the end. Like, the bold guy was defeated, I think, was apprehended way too quickly, for my liking. I know they only have a half an hour slot, but I would have liked maybe it to have been extended a little bit. Maybe, sorta. The fight scenes in Avatar, in Legend of Korra, were amazing. Not amazing, were really, really good. Particularly towards the end. Just the fight scenes were really, really well done. I just want to touch upon, the end scene just a little bit before we finish. The end scene for Legend of Korra shows Korra, like, completely battle damaged. Basically, she's in a wheelchair and she looks like crap. And basically, it's implied because of the venom in her system, that was in her system, at the time of, in the final episode. And that her legs have been damaged. Which again sort of leads into the Dark Knight Rises aspects of the show. I kind of have a theory. I theorize that actually Korra has actually lost her powers. I don't know why I thought that, but I do. I believe that Korra has lost her powers, and that in season 4, she's gonna have to relearn how to use her powers again. And the reason for why I say she's lost her powers is because, she looked really, really depressed. Sort of like something was missing in her life. And it's implied that, she died. So, I do think, maybe she has lost her powers. And that, again, she's gonna have to relearn how to... She's gonna have to relearn how to use her abilities and get her abilities back. Really looking forward to season 4. This was a very, very good show, and yeah. So, stay tuned for my Doctor Who review that's coming out very soon. And, yeah, I'm Robin_One here, and I shall see you all later for another movie/TV show thing. Bye.